Hey guys, this is my second webinar. My name is Casey Heinsch. I'm a licensed associate marriage and family therapist. And the goal of these webinars is to provide resources and tips and information for families that are affiliated with Belgian Psychological Services. Feel free to send them to other families that might also be in need. As a disclaimer, this is not a replacement of therapy services in any capacity. It's not extensive. It doesn't work for all families. A lot of the stuff that I'm putting out are more geared towards families that struggle with E2 challenges, gifted, or some type of learning disability. So please take into consideration what your family values are and what works well for you. I'm happy to answer any questions or help cater specific topics to fit your family's needs. And so one of the biggest things that I really want to talk about is parent anxiety right now. I know that a lot of parents are just feeling very overwhelmed how to balance their lives and their kids' lives. And something that comes up a lot, I hear a lot in my sessions, is parenting guilt, mom shame, dad shame. And typically I hear it more from moms, and I have a lot of moms that their primary job is to help their kids be successful in life. And this can be a really challenging time for those parents because they're with their kids all day, every day now. And when their kids don't follow directions, or when their kids are melting down and having a tantrum, or beating up their brother or sister, or just like flat out refusing to do life, that instills a lot of parents with this significant feeling of failure and not good enough and shame. And I just want to take the time to tell you all that you are good enough. You are doing everything that you can. And it's not your responsibility to make your child perfect. It's your job to make mistakes. It's their job to push the boundaries. And I just want to let you all know that during this time, it's okay. And you're okay. And stress is going to get really high, and tension's going to get really high. And that's okay. Doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong or bad. Sure, it's an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity to look at, where can I adapt? Where can I change? I'm a therapist that believes in like nature and nurture. Not everything that you've done is your kid is directly reflecting. They have their temperament, they have their own voice, they have different personality styles. We have different attachment styles. If you're one of my clients, we talk a lot about different attachment styles and attachment sensitivities. So you kind of know what that means. And so during this time, just recognizing, experiencing the guilt, experiencing the shame, letting it kind of just flow through you. By trying to hold on to it and fix it and make it better is really going to make that feeling grow and grow and grow. So what I'm encouraging a lot of you to do is at the end of the night to pull open a journal or turn to your partner and say, hey, these are the things that I know I did well today. We often want our children to not say, a lot of my kiddos are like, I'm stupid, I'm stupid, I'm stupid. And essentially that's what I'm hearing from a lot of parents, is this feeling like they're doing this too. So I want to encourage you to do the same things that you would encourage your kiddo to do is what are you doing well? How are you really thriving in certain areas? What did you do today, even if it wasn't a parenting thing? It was the thing that you did for yourself, or maybe a thing you did at work, or a thing you did with a friend. What are you doing well? And finishing your day off with that. And then you can write down one mistake you made, one mistake, and one action you can take to correct that. I want to remind you though, mistakes are easy to notice and they're harder to correct. Behavior change takes a long time. I talk with a lot of my families about expecting at least 6 weeks for a huge behavior change to happen, either in the child or the parent. So yeah, it might be a mistake that you made. It doesn't mean you're going to fix it tomorrow, but it's okay to acknowledge and recognize it. So writing down or turning to your partner and saying, these are the 10 things that I did well, and this is the one mistake I made, and this is something I can do to correct it. And then at the end, writing that you are enough, you are okay, that everything is okay. And really just reminding yourself and being in that place. Imagine you holding your kid and just comforting them, letting them know that you're there. And I think that's really important for you to do for yourself also, because there is a little kid inside of you that also needs to know that they're enough and that they're okay. And you know, if you have to fake it till you make it, you do that a little bit. You keep kind of telling yourself that. This is also really great modeling. If your child sees you really highly anxious and then each day you're getting a little less anxious, they're seeing that change in you, and you're telling them anxiety does not rule our life. The worry monster does not have control over our lives. The worry monster goes away. We are in charge of when we let the worry monster out of the cage. So just keep reminding yourself that you are enough, that you are good enough, and that it's okay to make mistakes. It doesn't make you bad. It doesn't make you wrong. This is a really challenging time for a lot of you. And so I just wanted to really acknowledge that and let a lot of the parents know that, like, I see you and I hear you, and I know other parents also see and hear you. So please try to filter out the social media judgments and you should be doing this and you should be doing that. Really just come back to you, come back to your family. This will end and it will be okay. And really reminding yourself of that and grounding yourself. Please take time for yourself. You know, off the clock time is so important for parents, even if that means you have to go lock yourself in the room and you have a kid banging on the door. By the 5th day, they'll figure it out, I'm sure. Put a note up somewhere, put something on your forehead. I don't care. That says mom's off the clock, dad's off the clock. You need some really time for reprieve. And as your kids see you off the clock, then they will start to learn the difference between when are we engaged in work and when are we off the clock. You're teaching them balance. So anything that you're doing for yourself, you are ultimately doing for them. You're modeling that. And that's where that kind of nurture comes into play in learning. And then there's nature. Despite what you do, your kid's going to be who they are. So learning to meet them where they're at as much as you're learning how to meet yourself where you're at. So I just wanted to take the time to really talk about that. And I'm happy to talk to parents more about some cognitive strategies or emotionally grounding strategies to kind of help you stay out of that anxious place. You know, especially this is a big economic challenge for a lot of parents, and I can understand that. There's a challenge of like, oh my goodness, like how do I manage all of these kids and how do I connect and how do I get them engaged? So I think it's a really big deal, and I just want to acknowledge that. And again, I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. If you are one of my clients, you know how to reach me. I can do a session with you or a modified or adapted session. And then secondly, if you are not one of my clients, you can get a hold of the office or email me at c.heinsch, which is HEINSCH, at belgianpsych.com. Belgian is BELJAN. And I'm happy to kind of get in contact with you there to help you kind of through this difficult time. Just so you know, Robin Berry is offering telehealth sessions as well for tutoring and helping kids with academic learning. A lot of our therapists have also gone online to telehealth sessions. So if you're interested in receiving some type of services, please feel free to reach out to the office and we can see what we can do to get you some support. Sorry for the doorbell ringing. Again, this is my second webinar ever, and I'm still getting used to how things work around here. Working from home is quite the challenge for me, as I am an extrovert and I love being around people. So learning how to kind of create a space for me where I can still feel social has been fun. So I'm learning with you guys and look forward to hearing more from you. I hope that you enjoy the rest of the day.